Good evening, ladies. Solana coins are going absolutely berserk right now. People are finally starting to wake up and realize how fun trading on Solana is and how much better it is than trading on Ethereum. One of the biggest criticisms for Solana was that its TVL is very low. There's not a lot of value locked in the ecosystem. However, when you step back and think about it, this actually means it's a huge opportunity. This is a feature, not a bug. A lot of these projects still have 100 to 1000x opportunities out there. Now, I do think farming for some of these airdrops, because a lot of these projects haven't even released a token yet, but that's not what we're going to be talking about in today's video. Hunting for airdrops. I do think those airdrop opportunities, if they get anywhere near the kind of valuations the same projects on Ethereum got to, then it's just a crazy opportunity. But in today's video, we're going to be discussing coins that are already in circulation, coins that you can already ape into. Now, I think this should go without saying, Solana has been on absolute tear from 20 bucks all the way to 60 bucks, and Solana shitcoins are finally catching a bid. They're starting to go vertical. So I kind of think there's two strategies you could employ. So if you're you're just trying to play the momentum game, at some point the music will stop. I think potentially we're just at the very start of this shitcoin season on Solana, but I could be wrong. This could end tomorrow. I have no idea what's going to happen in the short term. But I do think some of these projects have long-term potential. However, I do also think at some point in the future, they might trade at a lower valuation than they are right now, as things are starting to get a bit frothy. So in that case, I would kind of employ, rather than trying to FOMO into any of these projects, I'd probably dollar cost average into some of them if you think they have good long-term potential. But yeah, we're going full degen in today's video. These are low market cap coins, obviously high risk. That's the disclaimer over. Let's dive straight into it. So I think your objective with trading, my objective with trading these projects and these coins is to acquire more SOL. Obviously, I'm extremely bullish on Solana for the next 18 months or so. It has gone a bit too parabolic in the short term. At some point, it's going to have to pull back. But in the long term, I want to acquire as much Solana as I possibly can. So I think taking profits into Solana is probably a good strategy. Like people did in the last bull run, they took profits into Ethereum. Alright, so how do we actually go ahead and get some of these shitcoins on Solana? So the first thing you'll need is a Solana wallet. The wallet I recommend is NFT Backpack. The reason I recommend this wallet is that some of the tokens, the super Solana tokens, the new token standard on Solana, like Phantom Wallet, probably the one a lot of you have heard of, one of the main Solana wallets, doesn't support these super tokens yet. So that's why I recommend Backpack, especially for this video. Now, how do we actually track? What's like the DEX screener? What's the CoinGecko where you can actually chart some of these tickers and some of these shitcoins? The website I use is Bird Eye. So here you can see Bird Eye, and this is one of the coins we're going to talk about in today's video. You can see it just going absolutely vertical. All right, so after you've done all that, we're ready to go ape into some shitcoins. So the first one we're going to be talking about is Fluxbeam. So what is Fluxbeam? Fluxbeam is essentially the Unibot of Solana. And if you remember how Unibot went from a few 100,000 in market cap, or it went obviously from zero, but it went from a very low market cap to $300 million market cap. And now it's still about $60 million in market cap. So obviously a phenomenal return in about 6 months. And what is Unibot if you don't know? It's just a Telegram trading bot. So you can put a little bit of Ethereum into your Telegram, into one of your Unibot wallets, and with that you can just send a message through Telegram to buy and sell shitcoins. You can set limit orders and stuff like that. And that's exactly what Fluxbeam does. It's a Telegram bot, except it's for Solana. And we saw how much Unibot pumped. Potentially Fluxbeam could catch a similar bid. And it just dropped its token today, and maybe yesterday by the time you're seeing this video. The next project we'll mention is the NFT project Mad Lads. I actually went ahead and bought a Mad Lad, made it my profile picture on Solana. What you think? Does it kind of look like me? That's kind of one of the reasons I bought it. But the team behind this, they actually created the Backpack wallet, the one I mentioned at the start of this video. They've been seriously deep in the dev space of Solana for years, and now they're actually coming out with their own exchange. And this is kind of the vibes of their exchange. They want to create an exchange that's actually trustworthy after the whole FTX fiasco. So they're creating an exchange. They're constantly building, and a lot of big time Solana people have one of these mad lads as their profile picture. So I know this is probably it's an expensive purchase for a lot of people, so definitely a longer term bet, but it's definitely the blue chip on Solana, and I think it's going to perform extremely well over the next. This is not a short term play, but over the next couple of years, I think it's going to perform very well. So next coin, and the next coin we're going to talk about, I've actually been talking about it in my videos for a couple of months. So congrats to anyone who actually went ahead and bought it. But it's bonk. This is like the number one meme coin on Solana, and it was actually, I think it's been around for like a year or something. It was airdropped to the Solana community, like anyone who held certain NFT projects or just. I'm not exactly, I wasn't around when they did this, but I wasn't in Solana when they did this, but essentially anyone who kind of interacted on Solana, especially in the NFT space, got rewarded with some bonk tokens, and then the bonk token just went absolutely parabolic and then slowly crashed over time, and now it's making a huge comeback, as you can see. But if you bought it when I was telling you about it, you're up at probably like 4x or something. But even after that giga pump that bonk has gone under, it's still only like just over $100 million in market cap. And being the fact that it's the number one meme coin on Solana, and probably will remain the number one meme coin on Solana, and I think there's going to be crazy meme coins and crazy shitcoin seasons on Solana over the next couple of years, because I think Solana is going to be one of the big plays for the next couple of years, the Solana ecosystem, in my personal opinion. I do think at some point bonk can hit $1 billion in market cap, if not a few billion, maybe even $10 billion in market cap, which is 10 to 100x from this price already. Now, obviously it's just gone up in a straight line, so maybe not the perfect time for an entry, and like we still have a year before the next bull market is really going crazy, in my personal opinion. Maybe a bit less than a year, 6 months or so after that halving, I'd say. But yeah, I've always had a little affinity for meme coins, so I know it's not a super rational, or it's definitely a left curve investment. So it's definitely a left curve investment. So obviously high risk, blah blah blah. Moving on to the next one. Okay, so if you're a follower of my channel, you've seen that I'm also very bullish on AI, especially AI with crypto. I've done a couple of videos on this, but AI is going to be a huge bubble. Crypto is going to be a huge bubble. So anything that's kind of crossing that chasm is going to be an enormous bubble. And as well, anything that's AI related, but also Solana related, like that's just next level. And this project does have those features actually. Now, it's gone absolutely crazy recently. In the last couple of days, it's just gone like absolutely crazy. So like might not be the perfect time for an entry whatsoever, but this project is called Shadow, and it's essentially like the Filecoin of Solana, or the Arweave of Solana. It's decentralized data storage, and I've already done a couple of videos on decentralized data storage. Like, I'm very bullish on Filecoin and Arweave. I haven't even bought a bag of them yet because I don't have spare money. I've been putting it all into Solana, but I'm very bullish on that narrative. And the reason that decentralized data storage is AI related is because AI will need a lot of data storage, and decentralized ones might actually fit the bill for a lot of AI projects in the future. So this team looks like they're actually a good team. It's not a rogue or something. They've been around for a while. They actually have a good product. I obviously haven't used it or anything. Like, this is just a 1 day's of research on all of these coins. So like, this isn't deep dive stuff. This is low market cap and speculative investments. But this is definitely a coin I'm going to be keeping on my radar and potentially getting a bag and doing further research into. And I think that's potentially a good play. Unless you're just here for a short-term gamble, which could pay off. It could also go to zero. Like, but we're all degenerates here, let's be honest. But I do really like this narrative, and a lot of the smart people in Solana say that this is a good team. Another honorable mention of Solana coins is Crown, ticker symbol Crown. And this is a horse racing game. And if you remember D-Race on Ethereum, that was a horse racing game that Alex Becker was talking about a lot, and that did very well in terms of token appreciation. However, this one is on Solana. This is a Solana token. And obviously, the advantages to being on Solana, essentially free and essentially instant transactions on Solana, definitely help the narrative for this one. And also the fact that people in crypto are degenerates and they love gambling, and that's exactly what this game offers. super fast, super cheap gambling. But apparently the game is good. I haven't played it myself, so this is just, I haven't bought into this project. But another one in the Solana ecosystem to keep on your radar if this Solana shitcoin season keeps going, and if you want to research into any of these projects a bit further yourself. Alright, we're going to end the video with the most degen one involved. This is one I just saw today, but this is ticker symbol ANSOM, and the name of it is Solana Manlet Captain Z. And if you know ANSOM on Twitter, he's been pounding the table on Solana all the time while Solana was $20, to say Solana is so undervalued right now, Solana is so good, Solana's tech is amazing, Solana's price is going to catch up to Ethereum's price. And he was completely right, and he's kind of like the steward of Solana in this bull run. So I bought a little bag, and this coin is tiny in market cap. By the time you're watching this video, it'll probably have gone to zero, but potentially not. So I'm just sharing my plays with you. That is extremely high risk, high degen plays. I'm not doing these all the time, but when there is opportunities on the table, when Solana is going berserk and a Solana shitcoin season could be taking off, I think it's worth at least investigating, at least having a look, playing around. And the good thing about Solana is you can put tiny amounts of money. Like you can put $25 into, or $10 or $50, whatever is a tiny amount of money to you that you don't care about losing. You can put it into these coins and not lose on the transaction fees. Whereas if you're investing on Ethereum shitcoins, you can't put $50 in a trade. There's no point, because the gas fees are $10 or $15 sometimes. So after fees, even if you make it 2x, or like you have to make it 2x just to break even or something. So it's just not worth it. But on Solana, you can play with these tiny amounts of money, and you actually can trade the charts. Like you can get in and out. Like if you see, oh, this looks like it's at a short-term peak, I can sell a little bit, I can buy back in a little bit lower. You can trade as it's going up or trade as it's going down, because you're not going to get eaten on transaction fees. And that's going to be huge in the next bull cycle. So we're getting our first Solana shitcoin season right now. It could be already over by the time you're watching this video, but I'm 100% convinced it's not going to be the last one. So thank you so much for watching. Really hope you enjoyed this video. Be careful with everything I said in this video. Be very careful. Like, I'm only putting tiny amounts of money into some of these projects that I've mentioned. So yeah, just be careful. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one. Cheers.